I'm focused on my next fight. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7. Yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Down, 6 yards, 7. Check,
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Back to you.
Now Saquon Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
We got 4.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Patriots nothing. Will Lutz sets to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Look at it. Mike's by 4. Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey. Pick it up. Check. Check 99.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard
The
line.
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Target. Gun. Sponge. No.
On the carry, it's Logan. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He wasn't ready.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal. And we just saw him do it right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You ain't got nothing. Patch it.
Saquon Barkley running right, looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
It's 3rd and 10. That's the end of the first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Ready. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Let's 57.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter, and an alley to run. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
SOS. Check 52. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They don't want it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Logan. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Slam.
To throw is Newton. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, Logan. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, switch gears. 20.
From just shy of midfield, Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
3rd and 13.
Mike. 20. Bound to lose one. Match up. Mike. 8.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 7 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Barkley. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first and 10, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Throwing again on second down. Murray steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now it's Newton, sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Patriots 7. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Big hold of the 30. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 84 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Throwing again. Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. But he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Switch. Check 3. 20.
Newton on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Newton throwing again. Escaping, and it's a New England Patriots touchdown.
Newton on the keeper.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next is score, Ravens 24, Patriots 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Rolling to his right. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch the twist.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Come on, set. 7, 10, touchdown. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
First down, Murray. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go. To Pittsburgh. 57's the mic. All day, dog. Let it go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I get a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's how we do it, man.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Patriots 14.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Great. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check 50. Check your hot read. Check 49.
Here's Newton. They'll roll him out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Watch the 20. What are you?
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 3rd down, Barkley They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Great. Hey!
Here we go on 4. Newton. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From just shy of midfield, Murray forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We play to win. Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Patriots' 20-yard line.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Check.
They run again with Logan. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Gun. I don't even know why this team.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Great. My game. Here we go. That's it. Mike, 8. Hey, defense, let's go.
They snap it to Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Ready, 10, touchdown, 50 seconds to Mike. 66, bullet, half. I smell fear in that offense.
Shotgun now from Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in one. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. They should take it to 10.